Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when attacking like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180.
I got it. Double tight, double tight. Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Girl.
Lucky.
From the 24, Foles. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Heavy, what you got?
13.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Here we go.
Foles. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Tonight, 380.
Check, 47. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Shift.
Zebra.
Shift. Check 3.
General West.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Be alert.
47. Check Mike 47. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
To go. Down to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Motion.
Water.
47 Mike.
Go.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. 13, 13.
Now Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Let's go.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's it, baby.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Target, 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 target. Motion, motion, motion.
Go, go.
4-7. What are you?
Fournette running right.
I'm here all day.
We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Great. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
47's the mic.
Here's Foles.
Come this way. Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Jaguars 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Fresno.
Go. Who's that? Here we go.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Let's go.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
What we got? Down to hit. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball. Get that ball.
First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Blue 80. Mike's Fofo. All day, punk.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Shut down. Shut down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From midfield, here's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Breeze to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
12, 180.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a third.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Now Leonard Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Breeze now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And it's third down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
54. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Pop.
Here you go. 21. 21.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch
Go.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Big stop, D. Big
You kill.
go.
Where's that?
54.
Now Breeze.
Mike 54.
Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
It is such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Bound to lose 1.
Again, it's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
5-9.
44 is the mic.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Hey, easy.
I got motion.
12.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 12 yards there, good for his Saints' 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Ready.
Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
Ready.
3 yards on that
95,
last
56,
carry.
95,
Here's
56.
2nd and 7.
Go. Go.
Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Kamara. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
All day, baby.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Safety's creeping.
13.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Bang, 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 bang.
Again, it's Fournette.
Let's go. Come on.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Let's go.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Army.
Where'd he go?
Foles. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Push him back. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Now Foles. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Yeah, go, let's go. Under.
To throw again on second down. Foles caught here by Conley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Kill. 1. Tiger.
Here's Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On the ground, Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
On the ground, this is Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, yellow lady.
Mike, 44. Yo.
They go with a fullback line, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with a fullback, Zach Line. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm coming for you.
This is Zach Line, the fullback. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line with time running out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give.